This is the Action Movie Guys podcast, bringing you action movie reviews from across the decades, plus box office numbers and insight like never before. And now, your hosts of the Action Movie Guys podcast, Alex and Nate.
Welcome, everyone, to a brand new episode of the Action Movie Guys podcast, episode 319. We're to the final film of the Men in Black franchise with Men in Black International from 2022. I'm your host, Alex Figueroa. My co-host is
Nate from Netflix Reviews.
All right, Nate. So I know this is going to be a funny question, but I know you saw this in the theater.
Yeah.
I want to know is, what was the reaction of the audience when you saw this film?
I saw this at the theater.
Okay.
I'll be honest. I don't remember. I don't even think it was full. I don't think it was a full theater. I saw it on my Thursday nights. No. So I've been going to movies Thursday nights for new releases for 12 or 13 years. Sometimes it's full, sometimes it's not. I don't remember this one being full, so I don't remember. I'm assuming the fact that I don't remember there being any reaction means it was quiet in there for most of the movie. When there is a big reaction, you tend to remember it. I don't remember it. So
okay.
I'm going to say muted.
Okay. I mean, hey, it is what it is. And I would like to retract the year it came out. It wasn't 2022. It was 2019. Yeah. I want to get that straight. I don't want people.
Movie.
Yes, pre-COVID. So I don't want people to be like, hey, you got the year wrong. Again.
So whatever box office it made pre-COVID. If it's
low,
low,
I'll tell you right now.
Can't blame
Here we go. Okay, look into the financials. Budget of $110 million, which you can see it was $110 million.
But that's not bad, though. At least not 250 now.
Well, this is where it gets bad.
Oh, okay.
Worldwide of $253 million. That's
good.
A floppity.
Not good. It had to hit at least 300 to start making some money. So
3 to 4.
Yeah. Well, 111. Let's say times 3, because I say 2.5 usually, but let's just say 3. Even at 2.5, it did not. No, it didn't make money, and I don't think it did well on disc. I remember this had a steel book and nobody bought it because it eventually went down to $10 or something. So it didn't do well, man. That's not good compared to the every other one made money.
Yeah,
except this one.
Well, I mean, it was a lot of factors in this film why. I think it really died. I was really shocked when seeing the financials here. But again, we're going to give you guys our movie reviews, thoughts, and everything. Because I've seen this. This is my first time watching this movie, too. Just to let you guys know. So
first time watch.
I have some ideas of why this damn movie stunk.
Okay.
But with that said, Nate, what did the critics and audience have to say about the fourth Men in Black?
Well, these are more interesting numbers than the box office. I'm not surprised with the box office. But I'll tell you why these are interesting. So this has the second lowest critic score in the series at 23%. I think Men in Black 2 was lower, or maybe it wasn't. Actually, I don't remember. 23, okay, which is a 44% drop from Men in Black 3. A big tumble, okay. But why this is weird is because this audience score is only 4% lower than Men in Black 3. It's a 66, so it's still fresh by audience standards.
Yeah. So
apparently, regular people liked it more than critics, but it's still not amazing. For me, I feel like even though 60 is fresh, if you're not 70 or over, it's not great.
Yeah,
I'm surprised at 66 though, to be honest.
Yeah, that's interesting because Men in Black 3, I mean, look, I'm not comparing these damn movies.
Yeah.
But Men in Black 3 it
was good.
I gotta say, is up there between between the first one. I mean, I could say right now, the first one and the third one are kind of neck and neck, with the first one a little bit above it in terms of nostalgia and everything. But Men in Black 3 was really good. Knowing that the audience gave this one kind of very interesting. Yeah.
You know what this series reminds me of? It's similar to Die Hard. How Die Hard 1 is a classic, and then 2 is Die Hard 2 is better than Men in Black 2. But then Die Hard 3 is almost as good as part 1, and that's the same here. Men in Black 3 is almost as good as 1. Honestly, rewatching it now, it's pretty darn good.
Yeah.
So 4? Die Hard 4? Everybody likes everybody. You like Die Hard 4. I like Die Hard 4.
I love Die Hard 4.
Maybe we like Men in Black 4.
Maybe we might like it. I might like it. I don't know. I can't wait to talk about it. So let's get right into it. So this is a brand new cast of agents, okay? I'm going to start it off with the lead character, Chris Hemsworth, as Agent H, was it?
He's H. And Tessa Thompson, she's M. She's kind of the new Will Smith, the one who's not in the Men in Black and then joins. Only returning agent is O from part 3, which is Emma Thompson. She's back. So she's the continuity because other than her, ain't nobody in this that was in any of the other ones, which is fine. Okay. This is kind of a reboot, a soft reboot because it is a sequel because she's in it. A soft reboot. Okay. As far as these two agents go, I didn't hate them. I'll be honest. Rewatching it now, I don't think I hate this movie as much as the critics seem to hate it. Although we'll get to other stuff. There's issues, a ton.
Yeah.
But I will say I don't hate it. I'm like, oh, this is the worst. I think they're likable. I actually like Tessa Thompson like in this better than I like her in this better than I've liked her in some other movies. Like I don't really like her in the Marvel movies as Valkyrie. I'm not a fan. I think here she's more likable. She had a good presence, I enjoyed watching her, but not outstanding. And then Hemsworth, he's Chris Hemsworth in this movie pretty much. You know what I mean? Like he's goofy, he's good looking, he's good in the action. You buy him in the action scenes because he's a big guy, he's physical. But again, he's no Tommy Lee Jones. Like if she's supposed to be the Will Smith character and he's K, he's no K and she's no J. So it's kind of a step down, but I like her origin story. I like that they had that alien and that made her look into these things and find it for herself. It's different, at least.
Yeah.
And then with him, I didn't care for him too much until I did like at the end when he starts to realize that Liam Neeson's character wiped his brain. And I was like, oh, that's a cool little wrinkle. He's like, we came up here with our wits and our whatever. And he keeps saying it. So one little nice wrinkle, but overall I gave him a 3. I think they're okay. I don't think they're horrible, but they're nowhere near as good as Tommy Lee Jones or Will Smith.
Okay. Well, I gave them a 2. They were decent. Sure. And this is why I think what worked with Men in Black 1 through 3 was the dynamics of the seriousness of K, whereas J was the goofball between the two. Now, don't get me wrong. Tommy Lee Jones has a lot of funny ass jokes, but the thing, he had that sarcastic, that dry, sarcastic humor to him. And I think that's what worked. That's like for me, like if I were to reboot Men in Black, I would take someone in the vein of Harrison Ford and then have Chris Hemsworth, or you can have the chick that played M in it, right? Like if you want to go down that route. But I can see someone like Harrison Ford take the mantle and it would be funny because he has like that old man sense of humor.
Clint Eastwood.
You know what I mean? Huh?
Like they're all like Clint Eastwood.
Yes,
old and mad.
Old mad, but then they have that sarcastic ring to them. So that's me right now. Where for me, Chris Hemsworth was just a goofball from the get-go. Then you have the girl, Agent M's character. I couldn't relate because she was just like more far-fetched. Like I guess she was just trying too hard. I guess that's the word I'm like trying to say. Like she's a great actress. I'm not saying she's horrible, but my thing is that it looked like these two are like, oh, finally I get to do a comedy together. Let's go over the top as much as we could on, because there was a lot of scenes that I was like, oh my God, like you're just stretching this joke over and over between the two. And I felt like Men in Black wasn't this comedic, like it. I don't know. Maybe you could answer this for me. Have you, when you saw the first 3, did Men in Black have like that like comedic tone to it? Like I feel like it was just more of a
Men in Black 3?
Well, 3 it was more dramatic, but I mean like 1 and 2.
1 was funny. Yeah, 1 I think, but it's a different style of humor.
Yeah.
That's the thing. This is a very modern movie. This is a very 2019, 2020, 2021 style of movie where it's funny, but it's not that funny. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what this reminds me of? I think this will be a good comparison for you. To me, if Men in Black, because Men in Black, I remember, is hilarious. I love the villain is hilarious. D'Onofrio, Will Smith is hilarious. It is very funny. But if Men in Black 1 is Ghostbusters, this is the women Ghostbusters version.
Oh my God, that's a great analogy. Yes, it is.
That's what I was thinking when I was watching it.
It is.
It's like very modern. It's trying really hard to appeal to everybody instead of just picking a lane and going with it. Right?
I guess that you just said it right. Pick the lane that you were supposed to be yourself.
Humor
be unique.
is usually not that funny.
Yes. And I think that's what killed me with these characters. They're great, just like the female Ghostbusters. It's just that they tried way too hard to make everybody laugh and it didn't land. So for me, these characters like, I'm not going to lie. My favorite scene with these characters were in the club.
That was funny. Yeah, that was funny.
Well, he was like, you got to take off your tie and you got to blend in. And he goes in the club and he's dancing.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah.
When they're meeting
like,
with that one guy, guy.
Yes,
Yeah.
when they meet him with the dude, and that's like his close friend or
He's
whatever.
dancing. She's like, I think he wants to fornicate with me.
Yeah, he's like humping the air.
Yeah,
like
that was
I
funny.
thought it was funny. I was like, you know what, like that. I was like, but then it just started to go down the line where he, like Chris Hemsworth became like, he became Kevin from Ghostbusters. You're right.
Yeah,
he
yeah,
became that character, like this dumb
He just didn't turn evil.
character.
That's the only difference.
Yeah, so okay, I agree with that, but I gave him a 2.
Sure.
For the characters, not for the actors portraying them, but I thought they were decent for the film. Okay, main villain is Leslie Nielsen, slash his clone or
So-
whoever the hell he was. He was
All
a
right.
bug guy.
Yeah,
Another
Liam
one.
Neeson, The Hive. He's
The Hive, yes.
He's Agent, what was his, H or T or
Huh?
something? I
He
don't
was T.
remember.
Agent T. Yeah.
Okay, I love Liam Neeson. Big fan. We've done a bunch of his movies right here.
Bunch of dad movies.
Bunch of dad movies. I love me some Liam Neeson dad movies. And don't worry, guys, we still got Taken coming up down the line. We still got more. But
Yeah, more
this is
dads.
not the role for him. This is not the role for him. I'm cool with Liam Neeson as a villain. Don't get me wrong. I love when people who are always good guys play bad guys. I do. But this movie has a very classic villain problem because there's 900 villains in this movie. First, you think it's going to be the pop locking twins who go to the club and dance and shaking around doing the electric boogaloo.
Yeah.
You know, like, and those guys are dancers. They're not even really actors. They were in the Step Up movies, by the way. I've seen them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're twins and they dance. They're French. They're good dancers, great dancers. But that's really, they were hired for that scene in the club to show that they could dance. Because other than that, they turn invisible and they're trying to get this thing. You think they're going to be the main villain the whole movie. And then we get Rebecca Ferguson. She's so hot. Love
Oh,
her.
she is hot in this movie.
She's so hot.
Even
She's
with that
3
wig.
arms, I don't care. I don't even care about it.
Yeah.
I love her. I love her in pretty much everything she's in. Like, she's just one of those actresses that's like, oh, she's in this, she's cool. So I have no problem. But then they make it like she's the main, she's been this whole, she got the gun. Now she's the one that's in charge and she's nope, she's in one scene, literally in one. It's like a long scene, but she's in one scene. And then Liam Neeson shows up. They blow up the twins. Like, okay, so they're not the main villain either. She's not the main villain. This other tribe is going to blow up the planet. And then it turns out it's freaking Liam Neeson, who's not been in the movie for the last hour. He's just been doing nothing, right? So I gave the villain element a 1. I think it's bad. It's too many. And then he's just a worse looking roach. The roach in the first one, like, okay, the CGI wasn't as good, but he had a cooler design than the bug looking. And then Chris Hemsworth looks at him and says, you know me, we're best friends. And then he's like, take the gun. And then he like turns back into his normal self for a moment. So I don't know. I wasn't crazy with it. I think it was weak. Rebecca Ferguson was hot. She gets the 1 point because everything else was not good.
Yeah, I agree. So Liam Neeson's name was High T.
High T. That's right. To
High
play on
T.
the British thing.
Yeah, and then Tessa Thompson's character's name was Molly. That's why her name
she
is
was Agent M.
M.
Molly, and his was Henry. I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Agent H. So, okay, so High T. Oh boy. I wasn't too crazy with. Okay, I'll say this. Liam Neeson did fit the role as Zed or Zeb, whatever his name is. I thought he fit well in it, and I was like, wow, that's actually pretty cool. And I was like, all right, I kind of like the whole international theme thing here. I was like, this is pretty cool. If you're telling me Agent K and J is still around in New York,
Yeah.
I'm cool with that. But
That's
we
fine.
didn't get no freaking thing with
No,
that.
they're just
So
a
I was like,
painting on the wall.
yeah, stupid painting. And I was like, whatever. But in terms of the whole flippity da doo doo of him turning into this bug, that he was the undercover bug for the whole time, and this is why he kept making Agent H like saving him from all this punishment and all this. Honestly, it's just lazy writing, man. Because Rebecca Hot Ferguson, like her character, if she was the main villain, I was okay with it. I was like, wow, that's actually
cool.
pretty cool. She has like 4 arms. She can fight. I was like, that's cool. The 2 dudes, I'm not gonna lie, dude. The 2 bomb boogie oogie dancing dudes,
Electric Boogaloo.
yeah, they were awesome. I was like, yo, if they're gonna bad guys, I mean, if they could give them a little speed. You know what they reminded me of? The Phantoms from the Matrix 3.
Yeah, the Milli Vanilli twins.
Yes.
Yeah,
those
but
dudes
black.
were cool, but then they didn't do nothing. They
look
just
cool.
disappeared.
Yeah,
Yep.
I agree.
Yeah, and I was like, oh my God. So I was like, these characters are cool. I agree. I wasn't too thrilled with the villains at all. I gave it a 1, too. They stunk. There was way too much villains in this. And man, there's another film that we're going to be doing that has lots of villains at the same time. And it's crazy. But
Yeah.
I'll go with this. I'll give it a 1. I didn't like it. It wasn't entertaining. At times it took you out of the movie because you didn't know where you were watching and who's what. And then you thought the guy with the glasses was the bad guy. The one that was like
C.
against him.
Agent C.
Agent C. Yeah.
I
And
liked
there's so
him, though.
many
I thought he was
letters.
pretty good.
Yeah, I thought he
By
is.
the end of it, I liked his character.
Yeah. I mean, but in the beginning, you thought he was going to turn.
Yeah.
I mean, you thought he
He's
was
a
bad.
nerd. You're the end.
Yeah.
Sounds like something Mole would say. That
Yeah,
scene was
pretty
funny.
much.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're one across the board here. Okay,
Yeah.
action scenes. I
Okay,
wanna hear
so
what
this
you
one's
say.
going to be this will be my shortest and easiest one to do. This is, like I said, this is very 2019 modern day action by a non-action movie. With that said, there's a ton of CGI stuff. Stuff flies around. It looks good. F. Gary Gray. Now, this was a weird director choice for this because I love F. Gary Gray. Actually, we did The Italian Job. He did the remake for The Italian Job. He's directed some really The Negotiator. I know you like that movie. He directed that. He's not
is a
the
good
guy
movie.
I would think of for this movie. Yeah, Friday, the original Friday with Ice Cube. Like he's a more grounded sort of realistic director, A Man Apart with Vin Diesel. I think he's great for those movies. But then he did Fast and Furious 8, and that was like $1 billion movie. So then they hired him for this. And it's not a great fit. He can direct, but the action is just so generic. I didn't give it a terrible score because there's actually a good amount. We got the fast motorcycle thing, then we get the fast car that flies. There's a lot of shooting in this. The Rebecca Ferguson fight scene was cool because she got 3 arms. So that was fun. So there is a lot, but it's soulless. I don't know if you'll agree. It felt soulless. Nothing about it felt like this is some great choreography or this is some great moment where I'm like, oh, wow, that was cool. Like, it's there. It's fine. I gave it a 3. I don't think it's horrible. It's just regular.
Yeah, I'm there with you. I give it a 3. I thought it was good. It reminded me of Ghostbusters. And not even Ghostbusters, the new one. It reminded me of the whole franchise, like Afterlife or whatever. It's just action to be action in a movie. Whereas, I mean, the Ghostbusters series, I mean, they fit because of that world.
Yeah.
But it was just like that low-key action. Like, that is the most they could do with what they have. This is where I got with the Men in Black, because whereas I think the best scene in this movie, hands down, is the scene that they're taking gadgets out the car, and I was like, yo, this shit is hot. Like he was like, check out the pipe, and she pulls the pipe. She's like, the windshield turns into it had like dozens, and I was like, yo, this is actually creative.
Right.
But they blew their load in that whole scene.
Yeah.
Like, imagine them driving after those two Vinny Manilli dudes blowing up stuff. And he's like, while they're driving, he's like going to the dashboard, and you see they pull the dashboard, and he's like, all these guns work or whatever. Like, I thought that was cool. Like, I liked that scene. I thought it was a very creative scene. It looked very well. You could see the budget was used very right, but the sequences did not fit at all. Whereas I thought with the fourth movie, the sequences would get better in terms of action. Like, to me, it was a step back, even with the budget. Like, yeah, the gadgets were cool. And I love the gadget. Like, I was like, yo, this shit is hot. The hubcap was like the Gatling thing. And I was like, this is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
But again, it was just like lackluster because they were just standing there. And I'm like, that's it. Like, they're just shooting all these guns and there's no one walking around. There's like the sense of danger was not there in terms of them being Men in Black, So I was just like, that sucked it out. The ending felt so not even generic. It just felt so like they did not know how to end this movie. Mm-hmm. It felt like Howard the Duck, the ending. Remember with the thing going to space and it had to go through the what the hell was the teleporter or whatever? Like the portals coming through the sky and all this. It was just like Howard the Duck. And I was just like, what the hell? She got sucked into this damn portal. The little guy came to save her. I thought he was cute. I thought he was the coolest part.
Yeah,
he was mad cool. Yeah, he was mad funny. My wife liked him a lot. And I was like, he was kind of cute and funny. Yeah. But, at the end of it, did it hit in a lot of spots with the action? The answer is no. Like, I didn't, there was not much memorable scenes except the gun coming out of the cars. I mean, the car and all the guns coming out of it. And that's the most memorable other than that. And then the Lexus was kind of high at the end. The flying Lexus was dope. But
push the red button.
Other than that, that's pretty much it. 3 across the board here. Oh, man. Storyline.
Okay, so maybe this is where I don't know. Oh, by the way, Pawnee, he's funny. He had the part that made me laugh the most was him when they're on the mountain and he's like, oh, so your name's Molly, and then he's like, my name's Horatio, and she's like, no way. He's like, no, it's Henry, and then the Pawnee just goes, I'm Steve.
Yeah.
He's like, I thought you didn't have any. He's like, I don't, but I just didn't want to be left out or whatever. Like, it made me laugh that he named himself Steve. Okay, so here's where I don't think this is a 1 storyline, because to me, a 1 storyline, it's got to be like tragically bad. This is not, but it ain't good. It's not good. I gave it a 2. It's a little convoluted. One thing the Men in Black movies are not, the other ones, is convoluted. They're easy to follow. This one tried to get a little too cute with the secret villain. There's a mole. We got to find out who it is. And then we have red herrings. And then we have 19 fake villains. And then we have, and then a lot of, you know me, I hate convenient crap. They go to this island. Just so happens to be the little thing that came in her room when she was a kid. And now he's the bodyguard. And she said some klaku taku, whatever she said. And all of a sudden he's he remembers who she is from 20 years ago. And she's like, what does that mean? He's like, I will kill whoever you want. Oh, how convenient. So stuff like that is like, it made me roll my eyes. But on one hand, I'm like, at least they tried to do something a little different. It just didn't work. So A for effort. And for me, an A for effort is worth a 2 instead of a 1. But it's not good. It's not a good storyline. It's the least interesting of all of them. And as far as the script goes, like we said, it's the least funny out of all. All the other ones were funnier. Well, 2 was not. I hated 2 also. This is equal to 2 for me. Like, I think it's just as stupid. 2 was stupid. This one, at least it tried something different, but it failed. 2.
Yeah, because when you said that, I'm trying to think. I'm like, what was the plot for 2?
You don't even remember 2 because
that's how bad it is. Yeah, that's why I'm like, wait a minute.
It's unmemorable.
Yeah, that's what Rosario Dawson's in that one.
Yeah,
right?
and the stupid woman that's made out of vines or something.
That's right. The GQ model or whatever. The Victoria's Secret. Yeah. Okay. So in terms of the storyline, I do agree with you in this. I do feel like this movie had potential, and I'm not lying, dude. I was watching the movie and I was like, you know what? I like the chemistry between those two actors, and I was like, I mean, they were trying with the script, so I was like, you know, they did what they had to do. I did like those two. I was like, I did enjoy the ride of Men in Black. Like, I like the Men in Black franchise. I'm not saying I don't. My thing is that they fell flat with this new one. It didn't feel like the Men in Black. It felt like they were trying to do something that they didn't. It was like, don't invent the wheel again.
Mm-hmm.
You had something, make it more better than the others. Like part 3, who would have thought part 3 would have had that type of storyline after part 2? Nobody. Right. And what worked for that was that they had the same director for the first 3 movies. Now you bring in a new director. Regardless, as long as you have a good script and the director knows what he's shooting, it shouldn't be a problem. I like the way that the director was going with the action. I just felt like the script was really bad. He's not a bad director. Right. I think he did Men in Black really well. It's just the way the script was written. And in terms of the storyline, it was another, and this is a word that you've been using for the past few weeks, it's another gobbledygook of a whole a whole them looking for some type of item to save the world.
Chase the MacGuffin. Like we gotta get the item.
Yeah. The MacGuffin. Yes. And that's the thing. It's like another MacGuffin. And I'm like, yo, can you make a movie without a MacGuffin? Like, stop MacGuffining movies. Like,
don't MacGuffin me, man.
Don't MacGuffin me. Yeah. And I'm starting to notice that with these Men in Blacks. Each Men in Black movie had a MacGuffin.
Yeah, all of them.
Yeah, you had the Orion's belt, which is the damn galaxy on Orion. Then the second one was a Rosario Dawson was the damn kind of MacGuffin.
Yeah.
Yes. And then the third one was the defense system for the Earth, which was a MacGuffin thing that has to go on top of a rocket. And now we had a MacGuffin that was a little pebble that turned into like this deadly weapon that could kill.
The biggest gun that blasts to destroy a planet.
Yes. And that was another MacGuffin. So it's like 4 MacGuffins. Like, you could tell a Men in Black story without MacGuffins. And I think, is it a franchise? Well, I'll say it overall. But look, again, I gave it a 2 for decent. I enjoyed it for what it was. I'm not shitting you. I enjoyed it for what it was. Is this a movie that I will gravitate to? Absolutely not. But I don't think it's that super duper horrible of a film. I think it's a decent movie. I just don't think it's as better than part 2, to be really honest with you. So I give it a 2. You gave it a 2 overall.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say at the top. I don't think this is a terrible movie. Like, I when I watch it, I don't think, wow. Well, this is only my second time watching it. But even the first time, I didn't walk out and be like, oh my God, that was just horrible. Like, what a waste of my life. I do not think so. I just don't think it's great. And I think it's part of a series that has way better entries. For me, I would say it's as good or better than 2. I think 2 is my least favorite. Now in this rewatch, that one's horrible. It's like 88 minutes. All the villains suck. Will Smith riding the stupid worm in the subway with the green screen is horrible. Like, I really don't like 2. So I would put this ahead of that. That being said, that's low. That's like a low bar to pass. You know what I mean? Like this movie's not very good. But it's from the story perspective because there's things about it that are good. The production is good. Like you said, the cast is good. The actors are fine. Really, nobody was like terrible. But it's like, you said that it didn't feel like a Men in Black movie, and I agree with that. It felt like someone trying to make a Men in Black movie rather than just being a Men in Black movie, if that makes any sense. Like,
no, it does.
Maybe, what are these new writers? Maybe they were fans and now they want to make a version of it. And they tried a little too hard. And the alien stuff, like, it didn't even have that B movie alien aspect that all the other ones did. This just felt like a generic blockbuster popcorn, everyone, women can love it, kids can love it, men can love it. And it tried to hit all the demos. And I guess it did, but those kind of movies are just not my favorite. So I gave it a 2.
Yeah.
I don't think it's great, but I don't think it's the worst movie of all time or anything.
So I agree with you. It's funny. I thought we were not going to hit. I hit a 1 on this overall.
Oh, okay.
And the reason, it's not because it's a bad movie, whereas my decents are like 2. Yeah. My only thing is that rewatchable is the reason why I giving this a 1 overall.
Oh, that's
It's
fair.
not a rewatchable movie. It's not one of those that I go, oh, I want to see part 4. I want to see one. Like what people don't understand, like I do enjoy watching modern takes of the franchise. Mm-hmm. It's just if it's bad, well, not bad, if it's decent or below, I'm not gravitating to it. Like I'd rather see Men in Black 3, Men in Black 1 way better than if I wanted to see International. Now, International, I wanted to like International. I thought it should have been better than what it was. I think they had, I think it was the most, I think the film was like a missed opportunity to become great. And I think that's what it is. I agree with you. Was it fanboys that took over the project and went, wow, we could do this, and this to it? And I think they fucked it up because, like I was telling my wife, it wasn't as horrible of a movie. I love the aspect of the international world, like the John Wicks when he goes to like London and beats people's asses. It takes away from New York, which is okay. It's cool to take it away to a different location, makes it, a fresh breath air into the franchise. But how do you utilize it? I don't think they utilized it well. Mm-hmm. I think it was just a missed opportunity with this franchise. And I wish they could go back and hire the writers for 3 and introduce these characters and do it in a better way than what we got. I mean, from this movie, it made it seem like anyone could be a Men in Black if I saw them and find them and say, I want to believe and I want to get rid of my life. Okay, you're a Men in Black. It's like, what? Like, to me, it just felt very, they did not know how to get these characters together. That's still just a lazy thing. Like, I don't know. But that's just me. But I don't think this movie's as bad as it is. I wouldn't buy it.
I never did. I didn't own it.
I wouldn't buy it. Yeah, I watched it on Hulu.
1, 2, and 3, and that's it.
Yeah, like if it comes in a pack, I would be like, fine, it is what it is. But I wouldn't generally go out and go, oh, I want to see and I want to buy International for like $40 or whatever. Like,
no,
I don't know. It's just weird. But anyway, overall, look, it's just a missed opportunity, and it sucks because I wish that I think this franchise will come back again. I'm not saying it's dead in the water. People might think it's dead in the water because of International. I don't think it does. If Will Smith comes back as the Zed of the Men in Black and they get a newer cast and is centric,
or the K. What if he's the K with a younger partner?
Yeah, or he
now
can be
getting on his nerves, and he's like, "Oh my gosh, this kid is annoying."
Yeah. Oh, how about you do Tommy Lee Jones as Zed? He's the head of MIB, and then Will Smith is now the K, and then he has to look for his partner, and it's like a resolving door.
See, it's kind of like a soft remake of Part 1.
There you go, and you still have the original characters. It's just that they're new and they got promoted.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'd like that.
We should have been writers. See, that's how we work. But anyway, so there you have it. So we got 1 for me and you gave it a 2.
Yeah.
What's your total points?
11. It's not very high. I know 11 out of 25 is low. It's a weak film. I don't own it. I didn't buy it. I had to watch it on Hulu.
Yeah.
But it's one of those movies like, if it was on TV and I stopped on it for a couple minutes, like I wouldn't be mad. I just don't want to ever like put it on again. So 11.
I gave it a 9. That was lower. It's funny. I give you all this fucking praise and I gave it a 9.
It's pretty good. You know what? I was into it. 9.
but the thing is like it's due to the it's the way we break it down. I mean, yes, I gave it a 9, but I really wanted to like the movie. I thought the movie wasn't like as bad, but I think they could have did something with it.
Hey,
and again, I hope this is not it.
There's movies that I had to give there's movies that I wanted to give a 25 and I had to give like a 21 because I had to give something a 1. Like there's no villain in it. So I got to give it a 1. But it's great. This is their reverse. Like, it's okay, but I had to give it a bad score because I had a lot of bad stuff.
Yeah, like I said, I hope this is not the end of Men in Black, but I think they're going to be back around again with better writers and take another stab at it.
It's a known property, so you never know.
Yeah. So anyway, other than that, Nate, what is coming up next on the podcast?
So very exciting. This week we start, this month we are doing Cops. I'm going to call it Cops and Robbers Week because some of these movies have to do with robbers. Some of them just have to do with cops. We're going to call it Cops and Robbers Month. We're going to be kicking that off with a little movie called 999. And then next week, we're starting a new franchise, baby. We came to the end of one and now we're at a new one. Now, this is going to be an interesting one because this is like more similar to James Bond because this is not like each movie has nothing to do that much with the one before it. This is a series of movies. We're going to be doing the Jack Ryan films. Now, if you don't know what those are.
Finally.
Yeah, we're going to be doing some Hunt for Red October with Alec Baldwin as Jack Ryan. Patriot Games, Clear and Present Danger with Harrison Ford as Jack Ryan. Classics. Sum of All Fears with Ben Affleck as Jack Ryan.
People are sleeping on that one.
And then
people are sleeping on that one.
Morgan Freeman. And then Jack Ryan, Shadow Recruit with Chris Pine as Jack Ryan. So we're going to be doing all 5 of them. And next week, we will have a guest for that first episode. He's been here before. You know him. You love him. Evan from Pop Culture 33. He's going to be joining us for that Hunt for Red October. So that's what we got coming up next week.
And the crazy thing is, I think Evan reads the books.
So he's going to come. Oh, he's going to be annoying.
He's coming prepared. Yeah, he reads the books. He reads the Tom Clancy books.
His hair was brown.
I guarantee you, write this down on your notebook on your computer. I guarantee you, he's going to go, Alec Baldwin had to be the most true to the books out of all of them. Better than Harrison Ford.
The good thing is he won't hear this episode before he comes on. So we don't even have to worry about it.
No, but I'm telling you, write this down. Mark my words. And then we'll see if I was right when he says Alec Baldwin is the best one.
If he says it, we just start laughing. Because he'll be like, why are you laughing? Like, you know
And I will, you know what? I will clip this. I should clip this, put it on my soundboard, and then once we play, I can just play it live so he can hear it.
That's smart.
That would be fun. Okay, so with that said, guys, if you guys want to follow us on our social media accounts, please follow Nate over on Instagram. Him and his friends go live every other Monday at 9 p.m. Eastern on Instagram at Netflix Reviews. Check out the podcast with him and his friends called Netflix Movie Reviews, anywhere you listen to your podcast from. And then, of course, Action Movie Guys, Geeks and Flicks on Instagram. And then, of course, you can follow the Action Movie Guys podcast anywhere you listen to your podcast from. And, of course, you can listen to it directly from our official website, www.geeksandflicks.com. Other than that, I'm your host, Alex Figueroa. My co-host is
Nate from Netflix Reviews.
Be awesome to each other and geek out.